Oh, hello! Merry Christmas. I was just sitting here reading about the Christmas story, and I was thinking to myself, it's about high time for another writing tip. So, let me ask you something. Have you ever had a word that just seems to be your constant word of the day every day when you're writing? You know, like overusing the word but, or however, or maybe the word epic. I love that word too. Hi, I'm indie author and vlogger Garrett K. Jones, and in this month's edition of Creator's Corner, we're going to be talking about word choices, selections, and origins. Hey, happy Saturday. So this is the last vlog of 2019. I know, it's a total bummer that there won't be another vlog until after the new year, but to be honest, I'm celebrating because a week ago Friday, I finished the writing on book 5, which is exactly 1 year from the date that I started writing. I am super excited because I get to start the editing phase over the next few weeks, and that, for me, is as much fun as writing itself because I get to go back through everything that I started writing a year ago, all those passages, all those chapters, and it's gonna be great. One final thing to add before I get into today's material. Please make sure to like and subscribe and be sure to hit the bell icon for notifications on new videos. You have the option to receive notifications on all videos, or you can customize those notifications for yourself. Okay, so word choices. What can be said about word choices? Are they really important? Well, the truth is a lot can be said about our word choices. A couple of weeks ago on my podcast, I was talking about showing versus telling, which is something that I did a video on a few months ago. Oh, there's the card for it. So, in order to show the world that you're creating when you're writing, you need to make sure that your verbs are strong, that your nouns are specific, that your adjectives are and descriptors are clear, and that you use sensory details and dialogue to make your story be contextually accessible and as imaginatively visual for your audience. Now, that doesn't mean that writing for your audience is what you need to do. That's like talking down to them. Write as you write so that your audience steps up to your level. Writing for Magoosh.com, Jamie Goodwin lists 6 ways to improve the use of effective word choices in your writing. So number 1, watch out for words that sound the same. These are called homonyms. Homo meaning same and nym meaning name or word. Examples include there, and there, or to, and to. These are word selections that can easily change the context of what you're writing and can make the story grammatically incorrect. Watch out for homonyms because while the spelling is technically correct, the usage changes the meaning of the sentence for the reader. Number 2, aim for an active voice over a passive voice. This is something that I've mentioned before, and it was something that I used to struggle with until I started my writing courses in college. Jamie Goodwin provides a great example. It's on the screen. If you wrote, "The African savanna is where lions live," that is passive. But if you rewrote it as "lions live in the African savanna," then it comes off more active. It saves one less word and it expresses the fact that lions actively and currently live in that region of the African continent. Number 3, be wary of the synonym rule. It's one thing to improve your vocabulary, but it's important to know how to use those alternate versions correctly in a sentence. I immediately think of that season 10 episode of Friends where Monica and Chandler ask Joey to write a letter of recommendation to the adoption agency that they are going through.
Hey, finish my recommendation. Here. And I think you'll be very, very happy. As long as I ever spent on a computer without looking at porn.
I don't, understand.
Some of the words a little too sophisticated for you.
It doesn't make any sense.
Well, of course it does. It's smart. I used a thesaurus.
On every word?
Yep.
All right, what was this sentence originally?
Oh, they are warm, nice people with big hearts.
And that became, they're humid, prepossessing Homo sapiens with full-sized aortic pumps.
Yeah, and hey, I really mean it, dude.
All right, Joey, I don't think we can use this.
Why not?
Well, because you signed it Baby Kangaroo Tribbiani. Honey, why don't you stop worrying about sounding smart and just be yourself?
You know what? You don't need a thesaurus. Just write from here. Your full-sized aortic pump.
Joey went to the thesaurus to sound more intelligent than he really was, and the person working for the adoption agency thought it was great that Monica and Chandler had decided to have a child write the letter. Number 4, clarify pronouns. If you don't clarify who you're writing about, it is possible for your reader to get confused about which character to follow. In Jamie's example, she has a sentence. My sister Emily shared a cookie with our cousin Christy, even though her mother told her not to. So the question is, whose mother didn't give permission? Clarifying that pronoun by either describing the mother as our mother or our aunt makes it far less confusing for your reader. Number 5, limit overly technical terms. This is going to be one of those topics that you're going to have to play by ear. There is a time and place to be technical with your description of how things work or how something functions, but you don't want to get lost within the technical jargon. Think about who your audience is and what they might know about whatever it is you're trying to describe on a general sense. There's a difference between showing how something works and telling how something works, and usually the telling and descriptions usually run the risk of becoming too detailed. Number 6 is reduce the use of fluff or filler words and sentences that you can add, especially when you're trying to meet a word count goal. They might help you meet whatever that objective is, but it can weaken your overall writing. This is definitely a case where less is more. If you're writing something that doesn't require a word count, then don't worry about it. Don't even stress. But if you are wanting to be effective in the word choices from the very beginning, you won't have to spend much time thinking of filler words or sentences that might verbally damage your work. A final point, and this comes from my own experiences with writing. Be cognizant of the origins of the words that you choose, the etymology, especially when it comes to choosing names for characters or locations. Consider the origin of a word or a name and how that meaning can be incorporated into character development and location development. If you want to read more of Jamie Goodwin's article on Magoosh, the link is down in the description below. Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video and you'd like to see more content like this, please consider becoming a supporter of mine on Patreon. This is crowdfunding at its most rewarding. If you go to the link on your screen or click on it in the description below, you'll find there are 3 support tiers ranging from $1 a month to $5 a month. Each provides 24 hours early access to the vlogs before they premiere on YouTube, plus they have their own set of sweet perks. Also, if you need more than just the vlogs, and you can't get enough of my sweet voice, you should subscribe to my podcast, which takes its name, Creator's Corner, from this video segment. New episodes for the podcast come out every Monday morning at 9 a.m., and my current series is called Writing Is. And right now I'm focusing on the editing phase of writing. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at GKJ_publishing. I love connecting with fans on social media. Be sure to like and subscribe and check out these other videos, and have a great weekend. I'll see you next year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Now, what is it you want for Christmas, big guy? Uh-huh.